Okay, welcome everybody. Welcome to our Start Strong call. We are so excited to have you here. And I just want you to know that you've made a really incredible decision by investing your time into this call. And it's going to be a great opportunity to start or restart for some of you. So make sure you grab a pen and paper and take some notes and follow along. So my name is Jennifer Myers, and I'm a National Marketing Director with the Juice Plus Company. And you're in the presence of a lot of other really amazing leaders running this call. All of us are NMDs and we're on different teams. And I think that is so cool because it's pretty amazing to be part of a company where people who are not financially connected to one another come together to share resources and we sharpen each other. So it's one of my favorite things about this. We really, really help each other's teams grow. And it's an amazing picture of what our culture represents. We have a huge heart for everyone who starts this business to be able to see that you have something amazing in your hands, even if you haven't realized it yet. And the beautiful thing is that everyone who starts this business is a business owner, and you get to choose what you want out of this. And that could be, I want to offset my costs, or I want to go all the way. And if you're anything like me, that is probably going to morph and to change and grow just as I have on this journey. So no matter where you are on the spectrum of your own personal goals or trying to figure them out, this is a true and legitimate business, and there's a ton of potential with it. So you choose what you want to put in and what you want to take from this opportunity, and your sponsor guides you. We guide you, but we don't create your goals for you. And that's going to be something that you get to develop and create. So the reality of this business is that it's about 80% mindset and about 20% skill set. And our focus on this call is primarily going to be on the 80% mindset piece. It's a huge part of what affects your success on this journey, no matter what your goal is. So we're going to address it by sharing 3 success elements in our business. But before we jump into that, let's just very briefly touch on the 20% skill set. One of the #1 tools when you're first getting started is called thefreedomrevolution.com. So make sure you write that down, thefreedomrevolution.com. And you're going to want to lock arms with your sponsor as you begin sharing Juice Plus with the people you love and the people that you care about. And there's a quick start guide, and there's videos in our getting started section of that website to help you. So quickly about me, I started this business when I was in my 20s. My husband, that was a long time ago. My husband, Sean, and I graduated from KU with business degrees. And after we graduated, we backpacked around the world for a year and came back broke. Someone introduced this company to us, and Sean really thought it was a scam. But I saw a way that, we could earn an extra $200 to $300 a month. And at that time, that meant the world to us. And I'm so glad that I did this, because quickly we both saw that this was an amazing company with great leadership, products that were helping people. And, Sean was the one who then saw the big picture and thought, wow, maybe we could treat this business like a business, and maybe we won't have to go out and get real jobs. So Sean jumped fully in, and he went to the top position about 1.5 years. I worked for a couple of other companies and sold computers and things like that. But I saw what he and others were making in doing this. So I decided to join him then. And I went to the top position about 1.5 years after that. Excuse me. So we were both in our 20s with an amazing income and full benefits, because that comes with this at the top positions. And it's been such an awesome journey. But it didn't just plop in our laps. It's because we were willing to grow ourselves. And that's why our team and our income grew. So this has been a journey of building a strong mindset around the 3 ingredients that we're going to be sharing with you. And that's what's enabled us to visualize and experience true growth in our business and in helping others. And prior to that, I was playing pretty small and really diminishing my potential. And I want you to know that if you've been doing that in your life, you know what, or maybe you're here just to restart your business, you're not alone. And I want you to know that I had my own obstacles and doubts along the way. All right, big ones. And you're in good company by showing up and being here. So let's dive into the 3 ingredients of success now. The first ingredient is coachability. And this can be the hardest part for some people because they may have had some success or experience outside of network marketing and they think they know what it takes to be successful in this business. But you know what? This is a different game. So being coachable is very important. And I got to this position by staying close to the fire and really, getting to events throughout the year is one of the most important things. And a few events right now I want to bring up is that, you're a business owner and you want to get to what we call the big rock events. So you'll want to put our 2 Juice Plus Live leadership conferences and 2 boot camps or summits on your calendar each year. And you know what, that's what I've been taught. And I wouldn't be where I am without them. This community is so uplifting. It's fun. It's positive. You're going to benefit in so many ways by prioritizing those events. So everyone who gains success in this business regularly attends conference. It literally has the potential of moving your business forward an entire year. And these are our huge events, and they really help people get a vision for what this is all about. Great training, the fun, everything. So grab your calendar right now and write down these dates for our next leadership conferences. We've got one right around the corner in Austin, Texas. That's going to be October 17th through the 19th. And then Phoenix, Arizona will be in March 26th to the 28th. So the other core event for your calendars are team calls. And you each will have your own team calls from your upline support. So find out when those calls are, calendar them, and show up, because this keeps you close to the fire. If a coal stays close to a fire, it's warm. The further it gets away, it loses its heat and ultimately its purpose. And the closer that you stay to the fire, the more you'll be able to share with passion and heart and really remember your why, why you're doing this. So these calls will help you feel renewed and ready no matter how cold your feet might be leading up to it. And it's also going to help you become more effective with skills and efficient in what you're doing. So the reality is that life is going to happen. Every single one of us has had massive things, happen in our lives that we've had to work through in this journey, and we'll continue to. That's just a reality of life. But when those things happen, I want to encourage you to lean into this community. No matter what, regardless of how worthy or unworthy you may feel, a Juice Plus leader once shared, and it makes so much sense, sometimes you show up at the event because you need the energy and the love. And sometimes you're there to give the energy and love. So however it is, just show up. The second ingredient is desire. And we speak of desire in 2 chapters. Part 1 of desire is self. This is putting your oxygen mask on first, determining your hunger and the fire in your belly. Why is this mission something that you want to be a part of? What is it in you that this just lights up? This is just a core part of being successful, and that's not something we can give you. It'll come from you, and it'll, really become part of your story. So to the best of your ability, we want to encourage you to think of a dollar amount that you want to be making in the next 6 months. Okay, that was hard for me to do in the beginning. Might be hard for some of you. Some of you know exactly what you want. But you know what? Once you realize that our paychecks grow as a direct reflection of the amount of people we're helping, it becomes easier to do that and a lot more exciting. So we want to help people make things as concrete as possible. And a true, like a dollar figure will help you do that. The dollar figure piece will always connect you back to your own self-worth. What do you believe you're worth financially? It's a huge factor that determines how far you go in this business. You want to continue to expand what you believe you're worth financially because this business can help support any goal. Keep in mind that money is simply a transfer of energy. It's going to make you more of who you already are. And the beauty of a company like this is that we tend to attract very servant-hearted people. You know, most people say it's not about the money, it's about the people. Well, we know it's about the people, otherwise you wouldn't be here. But rather than thinking the money doesn't matter, consider that even if you feel you don't need it, other people do. It could it could look like you're investing in others, or you're building an income to teach others to do the same. It's a really noble part of this mission, and we are so proud of that we can do this. It's absolutely changed my life in so many ways, and the hundreds and thousands of others on our team. And I don't share this to impress you, but really to impress upon you what's truly possible. And, you know, I believe that if you can do this, I mean, if I can do this, you can do this, and so can anybody on this call. And I want to tell you just real quickly a little bit about my journey, okay? Started all those years ago, and I was a college swimmer, okay? And what happened was I had grown up in a really healthy household. I mean, we ate so clean. We had an organic garden. My mom drove 20 miles to get milk straight from a cow. We had no junk food. And the only person I ever have known that never missed one day of grade school was me and my sister, actually. And so I was a competitive swimmer, and I swam at KU, but started eating like everybody else, and I lost my health. I was so exhausted. I got really bad shoulder pain. I started getting sick for weeks, and I couldn't shake it, which ended my swimming career early. And no one was talking about nutrition. It just didn't occur to me. And years later, in my late 20s, I discovered nutrition juicing. I became a vegetarian. And so when I started Juice Plus, I wasn't expecting any changes because I lived on fruits and vegetables, but I thought, Juice Plus could replace my juicing. And what happened was I started sleeping better. I stopped bruising. It helped my shoulders, improved my immune system. I was able to start swimming for a master swim team. And I really became a believer, and that belief totally, it just fueled me. And I couldn't have imagined when I signed up, all those years ago, what this business would do. And when I was with those other companies, I realized I did not enjoy being an employee and someone else was dictating my time. Sean was traveling and growing as a person, and he was working hard, but he was also playing hard on his terms. And his expense allowance was bigger than what I was earning full time. So that's when I made the decision, I'm going to really dive in and join him in this company. And it's been so amazing. I've loved that we've been able to build an incredible business and residual income together that has allowed us the freedom and flexibility to design our life. And we have, we've lived on a sailboat in our late 20s. While we were working this business, I love sharing that because we work where we want, with whom we want, do as much or as little as we want. We've traveled the world. We create amazing experiences around our two children. They're now 21 and 23. And we have we've had a very busy family life. When they were 8 and 10, we sailed from the Virgin Islands to Australia for 15 months. And, all of this was happening while we got to make a huge impact and a huge difference in people's lives. It has been so much fun. So with that, I want to introduce you to my good friend, Courtney Shaw, and she's gonna just carry on with a little more information for you.
All right. Thank you so much, Jennifer. I love your story. And I love that. It's all about the stories, right? So hi, everyone. My name is Courtney Shaw, and I'm a National Marketing Director with the Juice Plus Company. And when I learned about the business and the product, Juice Plus, it was about 10 and a half years ago. And my background is that I am a personal trainer, been training for 25 years, but I'm also a mom of 5 and was working all of the time. And my kids, unfortunately, were sick all the time. So if you see a personal trainer, it doesn't mean they know a lot about nutrition. I could help you with a squat, but fruits and vegetables were not what I learned in college. And so as a mom, I knew that we needed to get more food, real food into our diets, but I just didn't understand how they could get fruits and vegetables in a capsule. But I believed in research and it made sense to me. And I knew that if it made sense to me, it would make sense to others. And that really was my business opportunity with this. And I thought, gosh, you know, I don't know where this is going. I've never done anything like this in my whole life, but I'm willing to give this a try and let's see what happens. And all I did was follow the leader. I just followed the simple system. And the next thing I knew, I had someone asking me, how much money would you like to make with this business? Just like Jennifer asked us tonight. And, you know, the first thing I could think of was, I'd like to buy myself some shoes every month. And I know that sounds silly, but I wanted designer shoes. And just like Jennifer said, it morphed and changed over the years. And the interesting thing is you never know why people answer what they answer. And I love to ask those questions because my reasoning for shoe money was that I remember as a child, I knew everything was okay financially with my mom and dad when my mom would take me shoe shopping. And so subconsciously, that was the reason why I chose that. But that shoe money, $500 a month, really turned into a full-time income, full benefits package. And I adore this company and this product and the community that it's brought around me. So I love it. All right, so let's go ahead and jump right into the third element, which is consistency. How many people have you seen in a business like ours where they show up consistently and they actually stick with it? Not many. And people who create success in network marketing, they actually treat it like a business. In traditional business, entrepreneurs are attracted to franchises because systems are in place. Someone's gone before you, they've created the success, they've documented success, and they teach you how to do it. This does not happen outside the franchise model, you guys. If you're clear about this business being something that you want to step into and be a part of, then be all in. That's what it takes, whatever that looks like for you. And people are watching you on your journey. And that doesn't mean you have to be full-time. Most people do this as a side gig. If you stick with these 5 steps that I'm going to be covering here, there's a much greater chance that you'll have people reaching out to you in your community and online that you thought were ignoring you or not even following you on social media. Consistency is going to be the number one thing that speaks volumes to the people watching your journey as the months and years go by, because it communicates that you're really committed to this. We are specifically referring to consistencies and these next 5 high-paying activities. So Jennifer, will you share your screen so we can jump right into this? Share my screen. All right. Let me make sure that that is up. Ah, beautiful. Okay. Give me 1 second. Yeah, give me a second, guys. Technology. Here we go. Okay, number 1 is relationships. We want to create friendships and really love on people around us. Like, it's our job, because it is. Just being genuinely interested in other people's lives. You know, this is not prospecting. People can sense when we're hunting. You know, this is about getting to know people and, quite frankly, just being human, right? We're meant for relationships, and relationships are everything in our business. Connect, and then ask that they're open to learn a little bit more about our product or our mission. Number 2, curiosity. Our goal is to increase curiosity and decrease resistance. Now, we want to live an authentic life, right? You want to be real. People like real. Authentic is the new black dress, right? The little black dress. So as you're living your life and going through living your life on social media, however you choose to do that, this does not mean that you're always talking about or posting about Juice Plus and asking people to join your business and treating it like a billboard. As my friend Jamie Kinsey says, shut the Juice Plus up. Share your life and create curiosity that creates credibility. You never tell the full story in your first conversation or with your posts on social media. You want people to wonder. You want to create the trailer to the movie. For instance, consider how intriguing it would be for you to share your healthy lifestyle without handing out a business card or posting your website or mentioning the words Juice Plus. Many successful top leaders follow this simple model, creating curiosity. Number 3, conversation. Say a little to a lot of people. In order to build your business, you need to invite them to take a look at the information or join an event. Listen to their pain and lead them to the appropriate educational resource. I love that. An educational resource or experience. This is where you're going to want to disconnect yourself from the outcome and trust that you can't say the right thing to the wrong person or the wrong thing to the right person. Remember, it does take multiple exposures for most people to make a solid decision and decide to become a part of all of this. I know for me, it took 2 years, you guys. That's a lot of follow-ups. Number 4, events, live or recorded. It could be anything from a coffee date to an online Zoom. Other examples might be yoga in the park, play dates, healthy living revolution events. Events are the movie to the trailer that I mentioned before. The power in an event is that facts tell, but stories sell. People leave the event feeling emotional, and buying really is an emotional decision. We want them to get off the phone or leave an event thinking, I can do this. Now, if I had a crystal ball right now and I could see what everyone was thinking as a brand new representative or prospect, these would be the 3 questions that might arise. I think that these would arise. Number 1, can Juice Plus meet my desire? Well, yes. It's better health, time freedom, and finances, solid finances and income. Number 2, are people there to help me? Absolutely. And this call that you're on tonight is a great example of the support that you're going to get. Number 3, can I do this? And this really goes back to the 80% mindset piece. Are you going to show up for your business consistently to build the life of your dreams? Here's the blueprint. Are you going to apply it? That's the question. Number 5, follow up. After we reach out to invite people to take a look at our product, our mission, or both, we have to follow up. Follow up really, if we look at it as an act of love, it's being professional and an integral part of what we do. Most people need about 5 to 8 exposures before they sign up. If I think about myself, usually someone has to remind me and bring things up again and again before I actually do anything. Remember, people buy from those they like, they know, and trust. So follow-up helps to bring them clarity of your love and support, and that you're actually just meeting them where they are. So follow-up is something that you'll want to learn and a skill set you'll want to cultivate and be excited about. It's what we do. And then there's connection. Throughout your journey, you'll have a support system to help you. You'll want to become independent as quickly as possible. When you use connections, it might be with your sponsor in the beginning, but when you're consistent, you'll be able to use videos and recordings to connect and maximize your time. This will also show others how duplicatable this business is when you can use a tool versus needing your sponsor every time. So here's an example. The first thing you do is the prospect sees your social media post. Number 2, she reaches out to you or he reaches out to you. Then you're going to send them the video or the link to watch, right? There's your event. Then you're going to follow up with them. And then number 5, like the last piece of this puzzle, is that you connected about the information and here you are. They got to see how simple the process was. Everything that I just went through in those 5 steps of things that we do is exactly the blueprint of how to be successful in this business. Okay, we can stop the share here. One piece that is outside of the blueprint but is vital is loving on your customers. So in the beginning, you'll want to focus on sharing your story and excitement or leveraging someone else's and inviting people to learn more about our products and mission. When you get those customers, you'll want to take really good care of them, walk alongside of them, because you're on this journey with them. And a lot of times those happy customers are going to become future partners with you on this mission, and they'll be making an impact as well. So we want to ensure that they have a great experience. So there's a couple of mantras that we live by and we want to share with you. Number 1, really important, you guys. The first is, the more you know, the slower you go. We say that to yourself. The more you know, the slower you go. We encourage you to talk to a lot of people by sharing your story and creating curiosity by posting on social media, having conversations with people, and putting events on your calendar to attend and invite to Juice Plus. We're not asking you to go and study all the research. We don't want you to do any of that. Just Follow that simple system, create curiosity, and have events to invite people to. Number 2, your success is 100% your responsibility. It's not your uplines, it's not your sidelines, and it's definitely not your downlines. If you need help, just raise your hand, put your hand up high, and we will definitely be working with anyone who is showing up. If you show up, no matter where you are or what your goals are, we're here to help. Number 3, our goal is to develop reps, our partners as we call them, into leaders, into leadership. The greatest thing we can do for our team members is to get them independent as quickly as possible. And we're here for every step along the way. But at some point, they will be independent leaders. Now, I didn't get into this business to have a staff, and I'm sure you didn't either. Staff look to their owners for success versus looking within. And lastly, certainty is power. The most certain person in the room always wins. At the end of the day, people are not really buying Juice Plus or the virtual franchise. They are buying you, your confidence, your excitement, your vision. Our business is built upon having confidence in 4 areas. Now let's do a quick inventory of these 4 areas. You ready? On a scale of 1 to 10, rate yourself on product. How certain do you feel about the product on a scale of 1 to 10? Write this down next to product. Number 2, the company. How certain do you feel about this company on a scale of 1 to 10? How about the industry of network marketing? And last, how about self? How certain, how confident do you feel in yourself on a scale of 1 to 10? Now, your lowest areas are where you need to start to do the work. Let your sponsor know your self-assessment, and they'll be able to guide you to the resources that are going to help build your confidence in these areas. So we're going to pop back over to screen share here. I want to show you a few great resources that will help you to build your certainty in our profession. All right, so take a screenshot of this page and use it as a guide to grow in this area. These have all been game changers for us and for so many in our profession. I love this, the GoPro. Oh my goodness, you guys, seriously, take a screenshot, write these names down, and you're gonna wanna check these out. It will build your confidence like you would not believe. Get over your damn self, amazing. Okay, I'm not speaking to you, I'm talking about the book. Okay, so let's hit that next slide here. All right, so let's reflect back to desire and let's look at what's possible for you. All right, so many of you may already be here. If not, here's the first step. Okay, and the first promotion, we call it the Healthy Living promotion. Here's what it takes. It's either a combination. It can be 3 trios. It could be 3 quads, which is all 4 blends. It could be 2 shreds, which includes the trio and the shakes. But together, no matter what combination they're in, it's going to equal about 500 points or PVCs. And again, your sponsor, when you download your starter guide off of thefreedomrevolution.com, all of the points are listed in there, so that will help you with that. There's a tool for you. So these need to be coming from at least 2 different addresses and 2 separate credit card numbers. So this combination of orders will let you get you the volume that you need so that you're going to receive a $100 bonus from the company for helping others start their health journey. Now, footnote on this, if you're in another country outside of the United States, please check with your upline regarding your country's bonuses because they might be a little bit different from the United States. So from here, we want to become obsessed with a qualified business. So being qualified just means you need about 200 customers. So you'll want to do that. You go ahead and do that in your first month. 200 customers first month, no problem. That's easy, right? Sounds great. Just kidding. No way. I'm just kidding. It's only about 30 customers to become self-qualified or customer qualified, as we call it. And this would allow you to make a minimum of $300 per month. Right? That's a minimum. That's your starting gate. You can create this at your own pace over the course of time to ensure a stable base. This is about adding another 5% to your paycheck so you can work smarter, not harder. I like the sound of that. Here's where the residual income comes into play, and this is truly where the magic happens. Think about what an extra $300 to $500 every month would do for you. I want you to get your pen and paper. I want you to write down the first thing that came to your mind. What an extra $300 to $500 per month would do to you or do for you and your family. If you really want to make it simple, you can sum up the core of how we build our business in 2 parts. You ready? Part A, we create a qualified business with our own customer base, just as I described before, about 30 of those customers, those trio orders. And B, part B, we build a team by helping them do step A. Then adding part B, team. That's it. A, customer qualified business. B, we build a team and we teach them to do step A and then step B, which is build a team. Now, as we do A and B and work to build a qualified business while helping others, we will naturally work through the stair steps of our compensation plan. So we'll pop up that stair step slide so you can get a bigger picture. Qualification is gold. So use these 3 success ingredients of coachability, desire, and consistency to follow the blueprint. And this will create the impact and the success that you desire. We're excited to see you in Austin, October the 17th through the 19th at conference. Make sure to touch base with your sponsor if you have any more questions. And remember, this call is happening every single Monday. It's different hosts, but it's the same information, and I love that. So come back and visit within the next few weeks to make sure that all of these action items are getting played out in your business. So I want to thank you all for joining us tonight. Thanks, Jennifer, so much for your brilliant story, and you guys have a great evening. Thanks, everybody.
Well,
good night, y'all.
good night, everybody.